Shalom. Shalom, my people. Shalom. Shalom, my people. Give yourself a round of applause. Give yourself a round of applause. Shalom, my people. Shalom. Today is the Sabbath. This is the day the Lord has made. This is the day you're supposed to be held on hold of convocation. This is the day you're really supposed to be in church. This is the day you're really supposed to be learning and teaching. Of course, we know that Christian church, the Christian world, which is ran by the Catholics. The Catholics run everything. The Catholics dictate the church system. Catholics dictate the political system. The Catholic Church dictate everything. Everything that you got going on is through the Catholic Church. Catholic Church dictates everything. So right now they're trying to put the Ten Commandments back in church, in schools. They want to put the Ten Commandments back in school, which is all good and then. So now they're gonna put the Christian church in a bind. Because now, if it's in church, the kids gonna want to know why you are in church on Sunday when clearly one of the Ten Commandments is keep my Sabbath. I don't know where they're going with that, but it's always something that they are doing. That when they do stuff, they have a plan. There's always a plan on what they're trying to do. And I know that for a fact. They plan last 10, 20, 30 years. Our plan only lasts a day. You know, we see stuff for a day. That's it. They see stuff for 30 and 40 years away. But what I do understand, I do know that the Sabbath is on a Saturday. Now, that's a good thing. So I don't know what's coming of it, but I like that plan. Putting it back in church so that kids can see it. So something is up with it. Because the Catholic Church does the world no good. That's why you have what you got going on now. You can marry. The Pope came out and said two men, two women can marry. The Pope came out and said a woman can be a pastor of a church over a leadership of a man. Everything that I know that Christian and the Pope leadership, all of them go against the Bible. This is for learning purpose on all the books I have read, all the scriptures I have read, everything that I read in the Bible, the Christians and the Popes go against it, and that's why the world is in the shape it is in today. Before I get to the lesson is, he foreknew the elect and the chosen. And that is us. Well, I want to get to I like to get to what I call the events of today's. Let me get you some of the stuff they have going on right now. An Australian pastor resigned, disqualified of all allegation of abuse and manipulation. Despite disqualification, he resigned because he refused to resign. I'm going to read it all correct. The Australian pastor refused to resign despite disqualification and allegation of abuse and manipulation. So that's the same thing with Whitehead. God is going to bring down these pastors of today because I don't care where they're at in the world, they are manipulating our people. They are abusing the older people. They're taking their money. I witnessed personally, and I was cheering for our chat. We was all cheering for it because they had us food. Church was getting built. The church was $15 million. I was a part of this church. My family was a part of this church. We were paying tithes to this church. And they had a parking lot across the street. And there was an old lady that had a house over there. And this pastor kept saying, we're going to pray that house gone. Pray that house gone, not knowing that it was all evil deed to take this lady's house who had been standing there. She was over 90-some years old, been standing over there. It bothered me. It haunts me now. What happened to that lady? So when she went to sell, they built the parking lot around this lady's house and had the house sitting in the middle. And we still in church praying to God to take this lady's house. When it was all manipulation upon us and abuse upon an elderly person because she had no power, no fight back to fight against the church that had all these people. We had over 10,000 people in our church, not knowing what was going on. So I understand the manipulation and the abuse that they use. These churches are wicked. When you sit back and read the Bible, I'm so glad that God got me out of that, man. I had to pray for forgiveness of my sin and my soul because they haunted me. And these churches are wicked. And they're doing this all over. And they're all in black neighborhood, taking over the land of people that have been standing there instead of fixing it up. The neighborhood. They degrade the neighborhood. This is why Louisiana law requires 10 Commandments be displayed in classrooms. That's gonna mess a lot of churches up. I don't know why they passed that, why they did it, but something ain't right. Because I ain't never known the church want to put the church back in school. Something ain't right. But I do know there's gonna be a lot of churches lose a lot of young people, because young people they're gonna start reading that stuff and want to know what's going on. $14 mass shooting in 3 days in the United States of Florida. This is stuff that's going down here because the world is getting turned upside down. A mega church pastor admit to past inappropriation relationship with a child. Yeah, they wicked in these churches, and this stuff is going around, and we see it. Bishop Lamar Whitehead sentenced to 9 years for, guess what? Manipulation, abuse of power. The 90-year-old lady. They said this is common amongst them. It's common amongst them to have sex with children. It's common amongst them to have sex with your wife. Common amongst them to manipulate people and take their money. Kenneth Copeland, T.D. Jakes, all of them doing it and to gain this. All the homosexuals, all of them doing this. It's a common practice among all these churches, because you understand, because Christianity don't believe in the Bible. Everything they believe in is against the Bible. So if you follow the laws of the Bible, you see Christianity don't believe in nothing the Bible says. That's what's going on in the world today. Our Christian church is falling. Like they said, Angel has fallen. Yeah, or that movie. It's going down just like that. This is what's happening. Isaiah 28:11. For with stammering lips in another tongue will he speak to his people. Because we were originally speaking Hebrew. So Isaiah, they already predict what will happen. Because a lot of people saying, well, if you to hear real Hebrew speak Hebrew. We don't. A lot of us can't speak Hebrew. We can kind of interpret some about the books. But the Most High said in Isaiah 28:11, therefore with stammering lips in another tongue will he speak to this people. He gonna speak to us. We speaking in English. Oh, you might be speaking in Spanish, but that's not our original language. That's how you know you are the people. You are the chosen people just by process of elimination. I'm trying to get you to understand who you are as a people. Once you find out who you are as a people, you can never move nowhere if you don't know who you are as a people. I'm old enough to know that I'd have been called 3 different nationalities. You had Negro on your birth certificate. You'd had Afro-American. You'd have had black. Maybe 4 now. Now you are African. Black American black. Whatever you're all kind of names now. So everybody else keep the same nation or can't the same nationality. Well, we don't. That's how you know you are the people. God said that you shall be called a byword. In Jeremiah 14:2, you shall lose your heritage. That means you don't know nothing about yourself. So you can't move on without knowing anything. It's just like a child who's looking for a father. A daughter who's looking for a father, she feels incomplete. She's searching for 34 years trying to find a father. Well, that's us. A son looking for his father, trying to find out, looking for his mother, trying to find out who she is. You longing to know who you are. So right now, in the midst of you longing to know who you are, you're getting in trouble. You're doing all kinds of stuff because you don't know who you are. You have no uncertainty who you are. Okay, you go to 12 years of school, you never question the teaching. You believe everything they tell you. Never question it. They gave you the books. Esau gave you the book, and you never question it. Then you go to college and get a degree. Spend $200,000. You never question it. You keep right on going to learn. Then you go get the job that you learned your degree. You never question it. But when it comes down to the Bible, you question everything about the Bible, especially if you're a black man. Our people hate black people. Our own people hate us. They hate us to the teeth. They'll believe anything everybody else can tell them. If you can tell somebody something, first thing I ask you, I said, who told you that? Esau told you that? Yeah. I said, I know. Because you will believe nothing that your own people tell you. Because you've been trained by them to not believe in your own people. But they believe in their own people, and guess what? They strive you to the bottom. They trying to kill you. We trying to uplift you, but nobody believes. But you'll believe 12 years of schooling. You'll believe 4, 5 years, 8 years of college. You go in the job, they give you a handbook. You believe everything the handbook says you do it. But when it comes to us, you hate us. You hate your own self. The Bible is a mirror. If you read the Bible, it's a mirror, and you hate yourself because you look at yourself in the mirror. Because that Bible breaks down who you are. Tell who you are. You hate that you're great. You hate that you are chosen. You hate that God knew you before he knew anybody else on the planet. You hate that. You can't stand yourself. So you degrade yourself. You degrade yourself to the point where you're unrecognizable to anybody. You don't even recognize your own self. So you have to fight to believe this stuff, knowing you can look at yourself and see yourself and see you as a disgrace to God. But you have to fight this. So that's why you'll smoke yourself to death. You'll drug yourself to death. You'll dress in a certain way, trying to hide your identity. You are down that hill with that false identity, in which we are dying on that hill. You will go to these churches and let these people teach you, and you know it's not right with your soul. Something telling you inside that this don't fit me, but you'll fight to do it because guess what? You don't have no identity. God said this was a curse that's going to be upon you. It's just a curse that you're living out. You're actually living out a curse. I forgot. This is the day drink is blackberry tea. You are down the hill with that false belief. And you die. You see people dying all around you. You see your family members getting diagnosed with different diseases. And God said, hey, I'm going to put this on you for you to know who you are. And you still refuse to understand who you are as a people. If Esau came out today and say, hey, you are the chosen people of Israel, you will jump for joy. Because guess what? He said you free. You say you free. You celebrate Juneteenth. But y'all niggas paid for your reparation. Your own reparation you paid for. Because you got off from work and went and spent an average family of $300-400 and barbecue. And then guess what? God turned around and curse you. Go look on the news and go and type in June 13 tragedy. God was killing you. He was killing you on your June 13 that you call yourself celebrate. He was killing people. And they look just like me and you. He was killing you because you celebrating a pagan holiday. You're not free. But you're not free. You think you roam around here free because you got a car and a house. You're not free. God gonna show you that you're not free. Because God said, I'm gonna make you remember me in your land of your captivity, and I'm gonna laugh at your calamity. God laughing at you every time you celebrate one of these pagan holidays. He's killing you all across the country. Beware, lest any man, this is Colossians 2:8. Beware, lest any man shall spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiment of the world, and not after Christ. You're not following after Yahqua. You're following after the tradition of man. They come in here with these false philosophies, like they did us to get rid of this lady out of her house. To build a $14 million church, and then later on, God did what God did. God punished the man for leading us astray. Put him in prison. Guess what he was doing? Messing with little kids. He was impregnate women that he's supposed to be counseling because her husband died. Got that girl in there in vulnerable state, impregnated her. The church had to pay out $500,000, and I guess he's still paying child support. And now he's out and got another church. I know this personally. So God breaking these churches down because they are feeding us false philosophy because we don't know. You won't read. You can't beat a nigga to make him read. And our book, they say, what you want to do? If you want to fight, you want to put information in the book, put it in the book because the nigga won't read. You just won't read. You refuse to. You hate yourself because you don't want to find knowledge of yourself. You don't want to be great. You want to be a peasant. You want to be the lowest. You want to be bubblegum on the bottom of another nation's shoe. You spend $1.3 trillion of your money supporting these people. I ride around. Here in Jacksonville, you can go to 8th Street, on the corner of 8th Street and Murray Avenue. It's 3 stores, one owned by Chinaman, 2 by Arab, and one is one that's owned by Arab. One of the Arabs, I used to service in y'all. I quit. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing it. I go in the store, pick my money. I go in the store, they go buy stuff from like a store, like a Sam, and put individual stuff out, then sell you the price of what it cost to buy the whole box. Soda's warm. And I go in there, hey man, you're talking that no, you ain't get you a soda. And then you got a Mercedes. Then I look around and see my people, they starving. They up to your hanging on your corner stove, coming in there looking like they lost. So you taking our money, buying you a Mercedes, then going home and living in mansions. So we had the money and the resources, but we ignorant to who we are, so we don't know how to spend it. We don't know how to put it back in our place in our neighborhood, but we feeding everybody else's family. This is philosophy through man, because you don't know who you are. You treat yourself like you don't know who you are. Everybody walk around here proud, know who they are. You ever seen a man who know who he is? You know. Guess what they'll call it? Oh, he proud, he cocky, because he know who he is. Our people are so brain dead that you are called a black man, a black woman, a black child who walk and know who they are. You call them arrogant, cocky. But you are called a man that's living on the corner up in these Chinese and Japanese and Arab stores. You call him better than you. The person that knows something. The man at that corner, he don't know who he is. But you laughing at that family who teaching his kids to know who they are. If that ain't lost, I don't know what is. You are the chosen one. You are the chosen one. Amos 3:1. You only have I know of all the family of the earth. Amos 3:1. Go read it. Romans 11:1-2. Has God cast away his people? God forbid. God hadn't cast away people. We still here. But you just don't know who you are because of the curse you got on Deuteronomy 28:15-16. You don't know who you are because of the curse. Romans 8:29. Whom he did foreknow. God foreknowed us before the beginning of time. But you don't know who you are because the church won't teach you. Your family can't teach because they don't know who they are. The world definitely ain't going to teach you because they want to keep you at the bottom while they're at the top. You spend $1.3 trillion. You spend more money than Canada had on the budget. You spend more money than Ron DeSantis in Florida. Budget is $1.7 trillion. You spend more money than most states in their budget. But you're the poorest, mentally, physically, and welfare. Where you at, where you live at, your home, then you're the poorest. You struggling. Don't let these so-called people fool you because you see someone living in a nation, they struggling too. They ain't tell you, why you think they losing their house? Who you think losing their houses? Who think getting their car repossessed? Who think losing their job? So don't let this vain philosophy fool you. God telling you you're going to be at the bottom. God said he's going to make sure you be at the bottom because you disobey the law, statutes, and commandments. So you got to pay. But God also tell you the chosen people. So that's why you got to be, that's why you have to go through the punishment because you're the only family who I know. So guess what? I'm going to punish you because I gave you the law. I gave you the law to advance you, but guess what? You want to disobey the law. You die of heart attacks. You die of cancer. You die of strokes. You die of cholesterol. You diabetes, lung disease, brain disease. You number one. And every disease in the world, you number one. You can pull it up. Don't believe me? And then go read the Bible. God said, I'm going to give you some diseases not even written in the book. AIDS ain't in the book, which is the Bible. There's a bunch of these diseases not in the book, but God said, I'm going to give them to you. You wonder why you got inflammation in your legs? Why you're swelling up? You don't have no reason. You know why stuff is happening to you inside your body and they can't give it to you? It's some of the stuff you dying from. Because God, guess what? You won't obey the law. You don't want to believe that you're chosen. You don't want to believe that you're elected. You don't want to believe that you are for new, before the beginning of time. And you don't want to believe that God only gave you the laws. In Psalm 147:19. I gave my laws unto Jacob and Israel, not no other nation. I was looking at a video this morning. The church is full of older people. And the Israelites were trying to teach them. And these older women do not supposed to be over a church. That's why you got this stuff going on. They teaching these people that God loves everybody. The only scripture they know is John 3:16. These people say they've been teaching since 1970, and then don't even know what John 3:14, don't know what John 3:15, don't even know what John 3:1 say. But they know what John 3:16 say, because guess what? You can ask anybody, they don't know nothing about the Bible. They know what John 3:16, because that's what they pushed in your head. Because you are a docile, weak people. You are a docile, weak people. You will kill your own. You'll kill your own mama. You'll kill your own kids. You'll kill your own baby coming out of your womb. You'll kill your baby before they come out of the womb. And I was just looking at another video. They had the Black Panther. That's why none of the organization work. No leader. That's why you got the Hebrew Israelite. They work. They in unity. They got one speaker. And they go out, they got one. These people just, this man hollering, this man hollering. The women, oh Lord, it was embarrassing. The women screaming, hollering, so emotional. You should never, ever have you. That's why you don't see none of the Hebrew Israelites have their women up front, because this is a war. The Most High said, I think it's in Exodus 3:20, maybe. We say, I am a man of war. If you don't believe it, just get on your phone and say, well, what God said, he's a man of war. It'll tell you what scripture it is. He's a man of war. He said a woman of war. Your women supposed to be back there doing the clerical work. You do who want they want what nation or people throughout the history of time ever had their women on the front line of a war? This is a war you're going to get. And guess what? It was all kind of cops, the state troopers, everybody else. They got because freedom you have your gun. They got their guns. You got the women dressed up in army fatigue. That's why other countries laugh at the United States of America, because we got women in war in our front line. Mostly, if they got one more, they doing stuff behind the scene. They're not on the front line to take the bullet. It was nothing for a woman to be on the front line to take the bullet. How you gonna have something going on? You got your woman on the front line endanger her life. That is a weak organization. It'll never make it. I would never get in a group like the Black Panther, the new Black Panthers. You see what they do? Man, look here. It's all unstable. None of vain philosophy would not work. You can't have vain philosophy. That's all they preach, the vain philosophy. Here I am, men trying to tell my men, and you got the women hollering in the back, all emotional. The leader looking at, well, damn, you can't even control your own damn people. How the hell I'm going to talk to you about anything? The elect, Isaiah 45:4. Israel, my elect. You Israel. You from the 12 tribes of Israel. This you. These your stones. Not them your birthdays. These your stones that represent your 12 tribes. Go read Revelation 12. Revelation 21. It's only 12 tribes. It was only 12 gates to heaven. There's only 12 gates to heaven. Ain't no one gate. It's 12 gates. And each gate got an angel. It's like a bodyguard. You're going to have a pass showing you come from one of these tribes. And it's not about color. Not about color. Look at the Kansas Chief quarterback. His dad is black, but his mom is white. But look at him. He looks like he can be white. Look at his little baby. Look at Drake little baby. Drake daddy black. Drake black. His little baby got white hair, white skin, with blue eyes. It's never, they want you to think that Israelites says color. It's about bloodline. Because it's a lot of black people that look black but got a white daddy. See, but the church won't tell you that you are killing your baby before your baby will get a chance. Because guess what? A black woman has married a white man. And you don't understand who Esau, you'll never understand this here. I weep at night. When I see stuff like that, I weep at night because I know the outcome of that. The church won't teach you that. You are the chosen. God told you not to intermingle with the other nations, but you did. You weakened the blood. This is an Ecclesiasticus. This is an Apocrypha. Prosperity. Future of his elect. We are the future. We are the elect. We are the world to come. Esau is the world to end, and we are the world to come. The world to come is the new regime, the new heaven. When you see when the Bible said that on earth as it is in heaven, the new heaven should come down. It basically means new leadership. Because we are the elect. We're going to be the one to rule the world with justice. There won't be no more that you get past a law where you can sleep with an animal now. They got law when you see it. They trying to introduce a law where if you're 12 years old, a girl, you can marry. How many pedophiles can have these little 12-year-old for your door and you ain't going to be able to do nothing? Until it hits you in your household, and there's going to be a law, then you know why they're passing the law? Because too many of them are getting arrested for pedophilia. All these churches getting arrested, these pastors, these Catholic church, these priests, these senators, they're getting arrested because they messing with these little 12-year-old kids. You seen where they're getting busted. Ex-baseball players, knowing that these kids are 12 years old online, still trying to meet up with them. So they're going to pass a law. Won't be no more of that. They're going to be legal. So where do you think you're going? This world has to end because it's too wicked. Matthew 24:31. Gather together his elect. Who you think God talking about? I'm keep giving you scriptures after scripture after scripture, telling you who you are, but you will believe in vain philosophy of a man instead of listen to the scripture. Then go get. I'm giving them to you. You can go read it for yourself. Then you can't say that I am the one giving you vain philosophy because you can read it for yourself. Just do that. Just read it for yourself. Quit going to church and let that man read you stuff, and then you shut your Bible and don't pick it up till next week. Church is a club. It's just like you going in a seniority. It's a seniority club. Just like the Greek clubs and all that kind of stuff in. When I told you last week how when you are a Mason, what you have to do, you have to share your wife. And then when you in the Greek, in them sorority club, them Greek club, you have to sacrifice your blood. Our people destroyed. See this map? It tell you where they came and got you from Africa and where they took you in different places where the ship went. This big old thick book, over 200 pages, it goes all the way back to the 1500, 1400 and tell you where they grabbed you from, how many people they took and sent these different places. The Bible says you should be scattered from all the folk on the earth. The Bible says you should come on slave ships, which you did. You came on slave ships, you got your back beat in. You've been raped, you've been robbed. You've been had shackles on your neck. You are the people in the Bible. What's going to take? What it's going to take for you to realize who you are as a people? Luke 18:7. Avenge his own elect. God coming back to avenge us because we're going through so much hell. Hell is a condition, not a place where you're going to be going and you're burning. Please take that out of your head because the church lying to you. Vain philosophy. It's not a pit. When you see fire, he's talking about the nuclear bomb that's coming. World War III, when they get ready to drop the bomb, that's the pit he's talking about. It's not, it's going to happen, destroy the place, then it's going to be rebuilt. It's no place where you just burning, your soul just burning forever. Nah. The same way God destroyed the water, the first world with water, God said, next time be fire, well, that's the fire. That's the nuclear bomb he's talking about. Quit believing these churches with vain philosophy about a dragon or a pit and all this stuff. You see them metaphors. Leopard, bear head. These represent nations of people. These countries represent, these bears represent, like Russia might have a bear for their thing. Those different countries, they might have a leopard represent. These are nations. You got horns. Horn mean power. See, the church not going to teach you these certain things. So you see these things in the Bible, you don't know what the hell you're looking at. Because you won't read, you won't break the Bible down, and let them know that they're not talking about a monster with a horn. Horn mean power. Little horn, big horn, mean power. It's funny, so because I was in that situation too. I listened to some Christian talk, I was like, I'll be damn. That was me at one time. I wouldn't study, wouldn't read, and I wanted to go to church. I knew I went to church. I was going to see my friend there. People I ain't see, you talk that. That's all it's about. Go to church now and see. It's just who dressed the sharpest. The jeans so doggone tight that the ankles, it's around the ankles. No shoes, no socks on. The pastor, you got your boy, what his name is? The little short man, pastor. But he always had a group singing for him. I can't think of the man's name, but he twerking with boots on. He got boots like a woman. But y'all, that's who y'all follow. Y'all follow stuff like that. You won't follow the law. Romans 8:33. Lay anything to the charge of God elect. You know how they charging us to be all these different people that we're not? God said, I'm coming back to get you. I'm going to straighten all this out. God said, I'm going to straighten all this out. Y'all putting these false charges on my people. I'm going to straighten all this out. Because y'all putting false charges on us. The Deuteronomy 7, above all people. God said in Deuteronomy 7:17, we're above all people upon the face of the earth. We're the greatest people on this planet, and they know it. So the only way they can subdue the greatest people on the planet, I got to subdue your mind. I got to tell you nothing. I got to press you and show that you are nothing. But we sneak out every now and then. You become a LeBron James. You become a Michael Jordan. You become Shakar, the girl that run track. You become Reese that play basketball. You become Reggie Jackson. Y'all seen the interviews that Reggie Jackson did? Reggie, I would wish that on nobody. The stuff that he went through. He said, I wouldn't wish that on nobody. He said, if he had to do it all again, he wouldn't do it. That's what Reggie Jackson said. Go pull it up. They talking to him the other day. He said, I wouldn't do it if I had to do it all. He described some of the stuff they did to him. You got all the great football players, the great quarterbacks that our black quarterbacks. They didn't play. We even had a black hockey player, but they run him out. They set him up. Mike Tyson. All the people that were great, they set you up and get you out of there. P. Diddy, they set him up because don't you know for one thing in this earth, that on this earth, on this side of the earth, we have no power to do anything without the help of them. P. Diddy did not do all this by himself. R. Kelly did not do all this by himself. If it was up to me, everybody that's around him that's coming forth, all y'all going to jail with him because you sat there and let this happen. The parents who sat there and let these people take their daughter at 15, 16, know what they're going to do. Jay-Z, all them people sacrificing the blood on these different islands and stuff like that. And us buying these so-called tickets and paying them, making them rich. And then guess what they give you? Some turkey on Thanksgiving. You got $1 billion. You mean to tell me you can't go buy some land and build 100 houses on for some people? You don't never have to pay. I got this. You covered. No, but you give your money and you give it to a Jewish organization and tell them to spread your money because you're not allowed. You're not allowed to help your people. Oprah, what she do? She go to Africa, the East Coast of Africa, not West Coast of Africa. They go to Africa and they so-called and build these schools for the African people, but they can't build a school in Chicago where she come from. LeBron James built a school, but you can't have an all-black school. You got to have them in your school. But they can build an all-white school. LeBron James doing this and shaking that powder, praying to Baal. Y'all don't see that. So I'm trying to tell you people that you are the chosen people, and with you being the chosen, with Spider-Man dad told Peter Uncle told Spider, what Peter Uncle told Peter Parker, along with great power comes great responsibility. We got so much power, we got great responsibility. So if you don't know how to use it, God take it from you and put you in the bottom of the earth. You are the bottom. You are the scum of the earth. And what the scripture says, I think I got it. Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before we fall. We got pride, so we're falling. We are in great destruction because we disobeyed the law. Because we don't want to listen to the Most High. So we break the law, so we're going through these different things that we are going through. But behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariot like a whirlwind to the renders his anger with fury and his Reuben and his Reuben with flame of fire. God coming back to destroy this place. He's a man of war. Because we disobeyed law, and his chariot coming, swinging low sweet chariot. You done heard our African ancestors saying from the west coast of Africa, our so-called people in slavery saying that song. Where you think they get that from? The chariot coming to sweep us up. The foolish shall not stand in sight. Thou hatest all workers of iniquity. God said you won't be able to stand in sight when he comes. These things you're going to see. Revelation 13:7. It was given unto him to make war with the saints. You are the saints. So-called white Jesus, so-called Esau, the power was given to him. That's why he got power over the earth. Everything goes through Esau. Esau got power over the whole earth, all the countries, all the Esau in control. The war with the saints is you. Every place in the world, every place where you go at, you at the bottom of you at the bottom. Just imagine you going down a flat road, you see a stick sticking up. That's how it is. You every now and then you see they'll promote a black person for they can say, see, he doing good. Why can't you? That's the vain deceit from Esau tricking you to make you look down on your people. And to overcome them, and the power was given him over all kindred and tongue and nation. That is so-called Satan, which is deceiver. In the Bible where it says red dragon, he's not talking about a monster, he's talking about a person. In the Bible where it said the number 666, whoever has knowledge, let him understand that is a sign of a man. And I think it's Job 9:27, where the Bible said that the world was given into the hand of the wicked. Who put you in slavery? Who segregate your school? Who did all this stuff to you? Who promote homosexual? Who passed all these laws where you can marry you can marry a dog, you have sex with a dog? Who passed the law where two men can get married? Who passed the law where two women can get married? That is your Satan. Shalom, my people. Shalom.